So I was watching Grey's Anatomy the other day, and there's this character, Izzy, and in order to pay for med school, she had to do some less than appropriate posing, if you know what I mean. Whoa. Pause. Is that what it's like nowadays? That in order to chase your dream job, to become a surgeon or a lawyer or whatever you want to do, that you have to sell yourself? Is education that hard to get? The answer is yes. University is staggeringly expensive. In fact, 43% of America won't graduate university. The biggest reason? It's too expensive. Well, that's ridiculous. Education should be free. And here are just 3 reasons. The first one, everybody has the right to experience everything education has to offer. The opportunities, the advantages, and the great future that comes with it. Number 2, America wants to be the global power, but how can we compete with other countries when nearly half of the population doesn't even graduate college? And number 3, you should not have to trade paying for university for your quality of life. Meaning, if you have to take loans out, you shouldn't spend the rest of your life paying off those loans instead of living your life. So everyone has the right to experience all education has to offer. Public education should be free. If it isn't available to everyone, it isn't public education. If education is available to only those who can afford it, in what sense can it really be called public? Especially because as American citizens, as people, we are entitled to a full education. It's not a trial run. It's not like downloading Candy Crush on your iPhone and getting to level 33 and finally clearing the level and being excited now for the new levels, that something pops up and says, sorry, to continue you have to pay $9.95. No, education should not be like, here's a trial run of 12 years for you to get excited about your life and get excited about maybe the career that you want to choose, and then say, sorry, in order to continue you have to spend $50,000. No, education should not come with a price tag. It is a fundamental right of individuals to experience university and to have access to the knowledge. University offers huge opportunities. It is a treasure trove of knowledge and experience, and it's an opportunity that exists at no other time of your life. And it is a time of personal, intellectual, and even spiritual exploration. Also, you need an education to get a good job to help further your future. Everybody has the right to a future, and everyone should have the same opportunities and advantages. Of course, it is up to that person how they choose to use those opportunities. University also exists to shape individuals' views of society and themselves. There's a quote from one of my favorite books, The Great Gatsby. Whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, he told me, just remember that all the people in the world haven't had the advantages you've had. So let's do our best to give everybody the advantages we all deserve. My second point is that the U.S. wants good leaders and to contribute the most possible to society, but how can we do that if the government makes getting a full education nearly impossible? We're literally saying we want the smartest people to be U.S. citizens, so let's make it 50 times harder to pay for a full education. Even Tajikistan has higher literacy than us, and I'm not even sure if you've all even heard of Tajikistan. I mean, students in Norway, they get paid to go to the school. It's encouraged and made available at any kind of limitation so that that country can function at its best with informed, educated, and confident people. Democracy depends on informed students, so having a high education for everyone should make better decision-making to run our society. Because if you're informed and educated, you can have a better sense of who you want for president. If you want to run the country, you can have a better sense of what you want to do for the world and for the country and for yourself. You get innovative and confident and experienced people. It helps our country and it helps the world. And the third point is that you might say, well, I can pay if I take out loans and pay the loans back. Well, you don't want to pay for your education and then spend the rest of your life not able to have the future that you wanted because you have to get your steady desk job to pay for your loans. You should not have to sacrifice the rest of your future for your education. The burden of fees and loans is too great for young people when they should be out helping the country and doing good things for the world and breaking limits and all this great stuff. They can't do that if they're stuck and held and burdened with the loans that they have to pay off. Like, what's the point of taking loans and going to school if then you have to spend your entire rest of your life just paying them off? It's just counterintuitive. Everybody should have the right to a very happy life, a very bright future. It's not all going to work out that way because that's life, but everybody should have the opportunity to chase a happy future without having to worry about the burden of your loans. So to conclude, remember that public education should be available to all the public because everybody needs the chance to have the best future they can, the best opportunities that they can provide, and the best chance to take those advantages. Second, U.S. wants to be the top dog. Can we get there without a full education? No, we can't. If we want to compete with other countries, we need our citizens to be educated. And lastly, we should all have the opportunity to have happy lives and live them to the fullest without being weighed down by our student loans. So I hope you think twice about how we pay for education, and thank you for listening. I'll see you in class.